Money doesn't stay with weak minds. It flows toward discipline. It stays with emotional control. It multiplies with long-term thinking. And that's exactly what Stoicism teaches. Stoicism is a 2,000-year-old philosophy practiced by Roman emperors, generals, and some of the most powerful minds in history like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus. These weren't just philosophers. They were leaders, builders, decision-makers. And their mindset is shockingly practical for building wealth today. Let's break it down. Rule number 1, focus only on what you can control. This is the foundation of Stoicism. You cannot control the economy, the algorithm, other people's opinions, market crashes, rejections. But you can control your effort, your discipline, your skills, your reactions. Most people stay broke because they waste energy blaming things outside their control. The algorithm is against me. The market is bad. People don't support me. A Stoic doesn't think like that. A Stoic asks, what can I improve today? If your business isn't growing, improve your offer. If your videos aren't getting views, improve your storytelling. If your income is low, improve your skills. When you fully accept responsibility, something powerful happens. You stop being a victim. And victims don't build wealth. Ownership builds wealth. The moment you realize everything in your life is your responsibility, even when it's unfair, you become dangerous in a good way. Because now you act instead of complain. And action compounds into money. Rule number 2, discipline is more powerful than motivation. Motivation is a drug. It feels good. It gives you a temporary high. But it fades. That's why people watch motivational videos every day, they need another hit. Stoics didn't rely on motivation. They relied on discipline. Marcus Aurelius was the most powerful man in the world at the time, a Roman emperor. Yet every morning he wrote reminders to himself like, "Today you will meet difficult people." He didn't expect life to be easy. He prepared for it to be hard. That's discipline. If you only work when you feel inspired, you'll always be average. Wealth is built by people who work when they don't feel like it. The entrepreneur who shows up daily. The creator who posts consistently. The investor who sticks to strategy. Even when it's boring. Even when it's slow. Even when no one is watching. Especially when no one is watching. Discipline creates momentum. Momentum creates results. Results create wealth. If you want to make more money, stop asking, "How do I stay motivated?" Start asking, "How do I stay consistent?" Rule number 3, emotional control is a financial superpower. Most people don't lose money because they're stupid. They lose money because they're emotional. They panic sell. They fear starting. They quit too early. They chase trends out of greed. Emotions destroy wealth. Stoicism trains you to pause before reacting. Instead of reacting instantly, a Stoic asks, "Is this within my control? Is this rational? Will this matter in 5 years?" Imagine applying this to money decisions. Before quitting your business after 3 months. Before investing in hype. Before arguing with a client. Before raising your prices out of ego. A calm mind sees opportunities that emotional minds miss. When markets crash, emotional people panic. Stoic thinkers prepare. When criticism comes, emotional people get defensive. Stoic thinkers improve. When progress is slow, emotional people quit. Stoic thinkers stay patient. And patience is a wealth multiplier. Money rewards those who think long-term. Short-term thinking keeps you broke. Long-term thinking builds empires. Rule number 4, get comfortable with discomfort. Modern life has made us weak. We want fast results. Instant gratification. Quick success. But wealth requires discomfort. Late nights. Hard decisions. Rejection. Delayed gratification. Stoics practiced voluntary discomfort. They would sometimes eat simple food even if they were rich. Why? To remind themselves, I can survive without luxury. That mindset removes fear. And fear is what keeps most people poor. Fear of failure. Fear of judgment. Fear of losing money. When you train yourself to handle discomfort, you stop being controlled by fear. And when fear disappears, action increases. More action equals more opportunities. More opportunities equals more income. Pain isn't your enemy. It's your training ground. Every rejection builds resilience. Every slow month builds patience. Every failure builds wisdom. But only if you don't take it personally. Stoicism teaches this powerful truth. Events are neutral. Your reaction gives them meaning. If your video gets 0 views, that's neutral. If you interpret it as, I'm a failure, you quit. If you interpret it as, I need to improve, you grow. Same event. Different reaction. Different future. And that difference determines wealth. Now let's go deeper. Because Stoicism isn't just about staying calm. It's a practical framework for building wealth in a chaotic world. If you apply what you're about to hear consistently, your income won't just increase. Your entire standard of thinking will change. And that's where real wealth begins. The Stoic Wealth Formula. Here's the formula. Clarity plus discipline plus emotional control plus long-term thinking equals wealth. Let's break that down. 1. Clarity. Most people don't make money because they lack clarity. They chase everything: crypto today, dropshipping tomorrow, YouTube next month, AI the month after that. Scattered focus creates scattered results. Stoics believed in focusing deeply on what truly matters. They constantly asked, what is essential? If you want to build wealth, you need one clear path at a time. One skill. One vehicle. One strategy. Wealth rewards focus. Not distraction. Point 2. Discipline. We already talked about this, but here's the deeper truth. Discipline is freedom. It sounds contradictory, but it's real. When you discipline your spending, you gain financial freedom. When you discipline your time, you gain productive freedom. When you discipline your mind, you gain emotional freedom. Undisciplined people feel free in the moment, but trapped in the long run. Disciplined people feel restricted in the moment, but powerful in the long run. Wealth always belongs to the second group. 3. Emotional control. If you can't control your emotions, you can't control your money. Simple. You'll overspend to impress people. You'll quit when it gets uncomfortable. You'll avoid risk because of fear. Stoicism trains you to separate facts from feelings. Fact: your business had a slow month. Feeling: I'm failing. Those are not the same thing. Wealthy thinkers operate on facts, not feelings. 4. Long-term thinking. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Think about that in financial terms. You cannot control how fast success comes. But you can control whether you stay in the game. And staying in the game is everything. Most people don't fail because their idea was bad. They fail because they quit too early. Wealth is often just survival plus patience. If you outlast your competition, you win. It's that simple. Why most people stay broke forever? Let's be honest. Most people will never become wealthy. Not because they can't, but because they won't change. Here's why. 1. They avoid responsibility. They blame the government, their parents, the economy, their boss. Blame feels good, but it removes power. The Stoic approach is brutal but effective. If it's in my life, it's my responsibility. That mindset alone puts you ahead of 90% of people. 2. They seek comfort over growth. Comfort is addictive. Scrolling feels easier than building. Complaining feels easier than improving. Watching feels easier than creating. But comfort keeps you average. Growth requires friction. If your daily life feels too easy, you're probably not growing. 3. They think short-term. They want results in 30 days. When it doesn't happen, they switch strategies. Then switch again. Then again. Meanwhile, someone else stays consistent for 3 years and becomes unstoppable. Time is the secret weapon of the disciplined. 5 Stoic habits that increase income. Now let's make this practical. Here are 5 daily habits inspired by Stoicism that can directly increase your earning potential. Habit 1. Morning mental preparation. Before checking your phone, prepare your mind. Tell yourself, today will be difficult. And that's okay. When challenges come, you won't be shocked. Prepared minds perform better. Habit 2. Focus on one critical task daily. Ask yourself every morning, what is the one action today that can increase my income? Do that first. Before emails. Before social media. Before distractions. Wealth grows from high-value actions, not busy work. Habit 3. Practice emotional pause. Before making any financial decision, pause. Wait. Think. Ask. Am I reacting emotionally? This habit alone can save, and make, thousands of dollars over time. Habit 4. Track your progress without drama. If views are low, don't panic. If sales are down, don't panic. Measure. Adjust. Continue. No drama. Stoics treat feedback as data, not identity. Habit 5. Reflect every night. At the end of the day, ask, what did I do well? What did I do poorly? What can I improve tomorrow? This simple reflection compounds growth faster than motivation ever will. The final truth. Money is not just a skill game, it's a character game. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your discipline. Stoicism builds that discipline. It strengthens your mind so you don't collapse under pressure. Because here's something most people don't realize. Making money is easy. Keeping it is hard. Growing it requires emotional maturity. If you build a strong mind, wealth becomes a byproduct, not an obsession. And ironically, the moment you stop desperately chasing money and start mastering yourself, you become the type of person money naturally follows. So instead of asking, "How do I get rich fast?" start asking, "How do I become stronger?" Because strong minds build strong incomes. Calm minds make better decisions. Disciplined minds outlast the competition. And in the long run, the Stoic wins.